Hello, happy Friday. Hope y'all enjoy your weekend. Have a good weekend. It's coming up. Find something to do. Find your way to debrief, release the stress that the week has built up. Just find something to do. Do some self care, as they say. Enjoy yourself. So, in my line of work, I always come across situations with children, family, friends, all different type of situations that I come across. And one situation that is very, very near and dear to my heart that I always seem to come across has to do with the relationship between mothers and their daughters. I don't know if this um, is a situation that impacts everybody or just worldwide, or if it's just a Florida thing because it's hot. I don't know, but it's a really interesting dynamic that it's almost like you either have a wonderful relationship with your mom and she's just like everything to you, or your relationship is troubled. It seems like those are the extremes, either really well and it's like phenomenal what a relationship between mom and daughter should be, or it's either just stressed and challenged, and usually it's from young. It may be okay during the formative years, but it's like after that it's hard to maintain that. And I'm just wondering, like, what is that all about? So that's pretty much becoming a like a passion project for me. So I really want to get into what is the reasoning behind so many. Like, I can only speak from a minority perspective, because I'm a minority, so I don't know if that's a black girl mother and daughter situation, or you know I've ran across a couple of other nationalities that have faced those same situations. But I mean, I can kind of only target some issues that I know, from a minority standpoint, that we may be having that may not be the same for other nationalities. But I will seek to figure out what the situation is. Why is it even a situation? Because mothers need their daughters and daughters need their mothers, and I really, like I said, it's a passion project because I am a person that, me and my mom had challenges for years, and I'm happy that before she passed, we were able to mend those broken fences. Um, so I would like to see other people do the same. However, I clearly understand that everything is not fixable. Um, and some people don't want to rekindle those situations because they've been so hurt or so traumatized by, that person, whether it was their daughter or whether it was their mom. You know, some things can't be undone. I just have to be honest with myself. Some people will never be willing to let you in their life and in their heart space in a certain way anymore after you have hurt them, in a certain way, and they're just protecting their own self. Sometimes they haven't done the healing, and then other times they've done the healing and they've decided that you can never get that from me anymore. Um, and hey, to each his own. They're entitled to set those boundaries. But I really would, love to delve into that and figure out, a way to um, kind of start supporting some mothers and daughters on their journey and to healing, because at the end of the day, this world is something, it's something every day, all the time you hearing different things, and I just think to be able to have a good support system And to be able to have people around you who really love you and really support you and are able to encourage you, not superficially, but like wholeheartedly. They're able to just say more than a couple, nice little words or whatever. And a lot of times, some people don't have it in them to say more than a couple nice little words because they not healed themselves. All they can do is throw out some superficial, girl, it's gonna be all right. That's all they got for you, because they got a whole bunch of emotional trauma and stuff that they haven't dealt with, so they don't have that much to give you. So I really would like to see, as a whole, more women, heal so that they can be what the daughters need, and that may be your biological daughter, or it may be your goddaughter, or it may be someone that's like a daughter. It may be your biological mom or someone that's like a mom, but as time progresses and as we see a lot of things getting worse, like, you're going to need a strong support system. You're going to need people there that are able to contribute and pour into your life and into your heart. It's just very necessary. And a lot of times the people you think gonna be there for you, man, them people gonna be on the first ship going to West Bubble somewhere. You hear me? So I just, I really want to work on allowing people to, speak their truth, live in their truth, heal from whatever that truth is. If it's, traumatized truth, and build and rebuild those relationships. And if you have good relationships, to be able to fully function in those and continue on, because it's equally bad to have a wonderful relationship that goes sour and it goes south and it's never mended. And sometimes, like I say, you can't fix certain things. Once you go too far left, some people, it's just not going to get fixed, and that's just the reality of it. But I do believe there are situations that can be fixed, and I do believe that every little girl wants a mom and wants a good relationship with her mom. And by little girl, I mean the little girl in you. There's a little girl somewhere in every woman, that desires, to be able to be embraced and loved on by their mom. And sometimes moms, because of all the trauma they have experienced, they just don't have the capabilities of loving their daughters or their children in the way that those daughters and those children are in need of being loved, or have the desire to be loved. So I really would love to walk with some moms and some daughters through this journey, and see how I can lend myself to them to start, the process of some healing and getting past some of our adverse childhood experiences, also called ACEs, because a lot of us have those. And ACEs contribute to dysfunction in adulthood, whether we know it or not, whether we know that or not. So that's why it's so important that when you do have kids, that you are able to nurture them and grow them up in the right environment. And by right environment, it's not just about where you live at. The right environment has to do with what's going on in the home, wherever it is. It could be in the projects or it could be in the hills somewhere, but it's what's going on in the home, that's gonna really, really, affect that kid. Not that the outside environment doesn't matter, because it does as well, but what's going on in the house, how solid that foundation is, how well you're connecting on a mental and emotional level to your kids, those things are important. And sometimes we are dropping the ball in that area, and that ain't what I heard. That's what I know, and that's what I see every day in my career. That's what I've experienced in my own personal life. So that's like I said, that's a passion project that's coming up. So that's something that I'm looking forward to assisting others with, and that's that. So I'll probably be coming back for the weekend. I feel like I got a couple things I want to get off my chest and talk with people about. Enjoy your day, though.